Welcome back to the Phone Museum. Today we are going to look at Samsung Galaxy Watch. This model is 46mm with LTE variant. However, my carrier does not support any LTE for the watch, so I use this one as a Bluetooth device. I will talk about more detail in Tizen OS with the Galaxy Watch. I will talk in maybe later videos. Today, we just focus on can we use this device in 2022. As a result, yes, we can use this device as 2022. Let's talk about the spec first. First, inside of this watch, it has Samsung's own Exynos 10nm process Exynos 9110, which is Cortex-A53 dual-core with 1.15 GHz with Mali T720 single-core 667 MHz. And regular Bluetooth model have 768 MB LPDDR4X RAM. For the LTE variants, it have 1.5 GB LPDDR4X RAM. Both model has 4 GB eMMC storage. Also 42mm have a 1.2-inch display, 46mm has 1.3-inch display. Both are 360 by 360 resolution. Also has S-strip RGB pixel layout Super AMOLED display. So therefore 1.2-inch have a 424 ppi and 1.3-inch have a 392 ppi. For the LTE variants, is support up to LTE Cat 4, which is category 4. So maximum download speed is 150 megabit per second. Maximum upload speed is 50 megabit per second. Also, both models support Wi-Fi 1, 3, and 4, and Bluetooth 4.2. And this model have NFC you can use as Samsung Pay. And the previous version of this one, Samsung Gear S3 support MST, but this one lack of MST, so it just support only NFC Samsung Pay, not MST. Also, for the satellite signal, it can detect GPS and GLONASS signal. And smaller version, 42mm, have a 270 milliamps, and bigger version have 472 milliamps. So the small version and bigger version have there's quite a lot of gap of the battery. And it's come with the Tizen 4.0 and it's update up to 5.0. Also, it's come with the Samsung One UI for Watch 1.0 to 1.5, and now it support all the way up to 2.0. Smaller version have 49 gram and bigger one has 64 grams. Also, it support IP68 water and dust resistant. Also 5 ATM water resistant as well. Also, these devices support the first color always on display, and few watch face it support the little sound, and also the first device support Bixby, and few select country support blood pressure as well. And let's talk about the notification. Of course, this device get a good notification. Right now, I get the notification from the Google Now about the weather forecast, and message, email, whatever third-party application, it's good to go. Even like Instagram, I can see the pictures as well. In the home screen, I can press and hold to change the watch faces, and each watch faces you can customize as well. When I click the customize, I can change the color, which information you want to see, like those kind of stuff. There's like so many things to customize. And in here, if I rotate fast enough, then I can see more watch face in same time. Also, this device support auto parameters and auto workout detection and auto heart rate monitor, and check the stress level, and also auto sleep detection as well. For the auto pedometer, it's like a name. It just automatically count how many steps I walked today. I walked 5,428 steps, and it tell how many distance is a 4.04 kilometer, and how many floor I go up is a 5 floors. And there's also, I can see weekly little summary. I set my goal as a 10,000 steps. So in 1 week, 4 days, I made more than 10,000 steps, something like that. And for the auto workout detection is, if I walk more than 10 minutes, then it's give me the notification, little vibration, and then do you want to check the detail in your workout or not? If I click the yes, then it will get the using GPS to the where I walked. Not only that, but also speed, height, heart rate, and the weather information of that day. So it have more detail in workout. I didn't really run or other workouts, so I'm not sure, but Samsung claims that it can detect more than like 7 workouts. So if you're running, then it will detect as a running, and if you're swimming, it detect as swimming, and something like that. And for the auto heart rate monitor is, when I go here, then you can see there's a heart rate is a real time 78, something like that, and I click, then I can see the today's heart rate monitors. And right now it's kind of pretty high, something like that, and get some more info. And there's a little information of the heart rate. And in the setting, I can see like every 10 minutes or just a manual measurement. And this is automatic, about like every second, something like that. And for the stress measurement, if you turn on the heart rate for the auto, then stress measure is automatically measured for me as well. So right now the stress was 2 hours ago, but sometimes it's measured more like almost every minute, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how it works, but so you can see the like average and those kind of stuff. And if it's high, then I can use breathe to lower my stress level. And for the auto sleep, so last night I had quite long sleep, 9 hours, and this one show when I go to sleep and when I wake up. And actual sleep time is 8 hours, and in 1 hour 30 minutes I was woke up, and 2 hours and 2 minutes is in REM sleep, and 5 hours and 45 minutes I was in light sleep, and I didn't get a really good or deep sleep in last night. And I can set as a REM sleep for the record or not. And if I go to the Samsung Health in the smartphone, then I can see more detailed information about it. And in my country, it's not support blood pressure information, but I think it's similar to the Samsung Galaxy S9 series. So you measure the blood pressure first, and then you put in the system. Then like every 1 month I have to recalculate, something like that. But I didn't use for the watch, so I cannot tell more detail about it. And for the battery life, when I use for the right now is on the record, so I'm on the brightness level 5, but I usually using it as brightness 2 with the auto brightness. Then with the heart rate monitor always on, I can use about 3 to 4 days. And if I turn on the heart rate monitor to the every 10 minutes, then I can use like 5 days. And to fully charge from the 0 to 100% is take about 2 hours. So I think just to get the little good notification and just to look at the clock, I'll get a little weather information or track your steps, those kind of stuff, I think it's still useful in 2022. Even just for the health tracking, I think this is pretty powerful because when you go to Samsung Health, it have in exercise, there's a lot of exercise you can choose from. Choose workout, then there's running, walking, like cycling, swimming. There's so many workouts. It's automatic detect, and also I can just measure as what I want. So for the fitness, I think this is really useful, and I like the design. I like the little round circular watch. I think this is way better than how Apple Watch, the square-ish, looks like a toy. So I think this is still useful in 2022. But one downside is now Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 series is using Wear OS powered by Samsung. So Samsung claims that they're gonna support Galaxy Watch 3 all the way up to at least 3 years. So they're not gonna just not support Tizen anymore. They still support, but still after 3 years, highly likely Tizen is not support anymore. So that's one downside. But Wear OS does not support iOS anymore. So if you're using iPhone and you don't want like Apple Watch square design and Apple Watch have a really short battery life. So for who don't want using Apple Watch but using iPhone, then probably they can still use Galaxy Watch as their wearable device. So today, just shortly how work in 2022, and later if I have time, I will make a more detailed review about the Samsung wearable app, Galaxy wearable app for the Galaxy Watch, and also more detail in software Tizen OS in this little Galaxy Watch. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice weekend. Thank you.